Okay, now this is a different type of question, and we're looking at this cosine 2x. Now, you don't always know for sure exactly what you should do first, but this one, if you're looking at it, this cosine 2x, the double angle for cosine, we have three different things we can choose from, but the one that goes 1 minus 2 sine squared x, if we replace it with that, we'll have a sine squared x, a sine x, and a number, and that will make a trinomial. So that's why I know that's probably a good thing to try. So let's try it. Instead of cos 2x, let's replace it with 1 minus 2 sine squared x. Why can I do that? Because the formula sheet says it's true. The cosine of 2 alpha is 1 minus 2 sine squared of alpha. Okay, now what should we do? Oh, we can go 1 minus 2 is negative 1, and then change the sign of everything. Multiply everything by negative 1. 1 minus 2 is negative 1, and then everything changes sign. So it'll be 2 sine squared x plus 4 sine x plus 1. Now it's just like those other questions. We're going to factor this thing. We're going to put two brackets. It's got to be 2 sine x. It's got to be sine x. And it's got to be, I think, 1 times 1. Let's see what happens. Will this work? 2 sine times sine is 2 sine squared x. 2 sine x times 1 is 2 sine x, and the inside is another 2 sine x. Oh, that adds up to 4 sine x. And 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, there you go. That works. Well, these are exactly the same solution. So we just make that equal to 0. We subtract 1, divide by 2, and now we just ask our calculator. We could figure it out ourselves because we know that it's 30 degrees. But if we go shift sign of minus a half, the calculator is going to tell us that it's negative 30 degrees. That is the answer for one of the solutions. And it's going to repeat itself every 360 degrees. So there's your solution repeating itself. How did I get 210 here? Well, the reason 210 works is because you always can use that formula, 180 minus whatever your answer is. But when you minus a minus, it's 180 plus 30. That's why it turned into 210 degrees. A little tricky at first, but that's how it works. 180 minus 30 is 210. And think about it. Where is it going to be equal to minus a half? In the third quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. So that's why those work. I think that's a good way of doing it. Okay, what about this one? Well, the cosine of 2x, I'm thinking, and if this is cos x, if we're playing the same game here, we've got 3 to choose from. Why not choose the one that's just got cos squared in it? And isn't it this one? 2 cos squared minus 1 plus cos x? If we rearrange that, and then we'd have this. Now we're just doing the same thing. Let's put two brackets. 2 cos x times cos x, it's got to be a minus and a plus. Let's go for plus 2 cos x minus 1 cos x. Oh, that works. I knew it had to be minus and plus, so I must put the plus right here. Then I get cos x equals a half, and cos x equals minus 1 here. Those are the two things. Cos x plus 1 equals 0. We just subtract 1. We add 1 and divide by 2. Those are the two things there that are going to work. Well, we just go shift cosine of a half. Shift cosine of a half, we get 60 degrees. Plus or minus 60 degrees. That's the way cosine works. And every 360 degrees, it repeats itself. And k is an element of the integers, those counting numbers, negative and positive. What about the cos x equals minus 1? Well, if you press shift cosine of minus 1, it'll tell you it's 180 degrees. And it repeats itself every 360. That's your answer. It's that easy. So there you go. All done.